about yourself?
My name is Harshal Singh. I'm a published author. I wrote my research paper on niche as mainstream, finding sustainability in the emerging market of India. In this paper, I discussed how medium and small size enterprises face problems getting funding to achieve the status of sustainable. Furthermore, I have initiated a mission SAFE, which is service action for the environment, under which I taught students from the age of 5 to 15 about the different environmental problems we face today. And I've also done a month-long paid internship in a multinational corporation called Strategic Analysis India Private Limited, wherein I worked directly under the director, Mr. Naveen Mathur. Here I learned how to research and present my ideas appropriately.
Okay, Harshal, when you worked with Mission Safe, you mentioned that there were 5 to 15 age group people. So how did your approach differ in teaching the 5-year-olds and the 15-year-olds?
I'm 5-year-olds were relatively very easy to teach. I usually gave them toffees after they gave a correct answer, or chocolates. It was very tough to teach the 15 years old, as you already know that as students age, it is very tough to teach them. They were very talkative and they did not want to learn initially. But I came up with a strategy that if I finish my course before the given time, I would give rest of the time to them. They could do anything in that time period.
Okay, you mentioned that you learned some economic principles in your summer school program. So can you name some of the principles?
This was not economic principles, but everything we learned in microeconomics, macroeconomics in class 11 and 12. Just the examples usually were with environmental applications. For example, price ceiling or price flow. They taught this with environmental applications.
So can you give a real life example of price ceiling?
Mainly, this was for example that they will give a price ceiling for jute bags because plastic bags are very cheap. People would prefer, they would give a price ceiling for jute bags while giving a price floor for the plastic bags.
What is the difference between price ceiling and price flooring?
Price ceiling is the maximum price that can be given for a certain good, and price floor is the minimum price that can be given.
Okay, Harshal, how do you think the sustainability practices would differ in a developed country and in a developing country?
Ma'am, the most important thing to realize here is when someone in an underdeveloped country is thinking that will I be able to provide for my family tomorrow or in the next meal, we cannot expect that person to think about the sustainability approaches or how the earth will be in the next 20 years. So in developed countries, people have more spending power, and according to recent data, people are more inclined to buy sustainable goods when they have enough money.
Okay, Harshal, give me 3 reasons you should not be selected.
Ma'am, I have a tendency to procrastinate under harsher situations.
So how are you planning to manage in IIM Indore?
Ma'am, I think I have improved significantly if I analyze my own trends in class 11th.
So that means that since you have already overcome this weakness of yours,
no, there's a long way I need to. In class 11th, I could not work around 1 week before the exams. So now it's almost like the stress starts around 12 hours before the exam. So I think that this is a bad weakness. I need to overcome this, and if I truly want to be successful in life, managing stress should be my main goal.
Okay, Harshal, draw the graph of 2 minus mod x square. The question is 2 minus mod x square and then again the mod.
Again mod.
So the x square is in the mod.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now draw the graph of x cube minus 5.
I'm going to separate graph or the same graph?
It's up to you. Okay, at how many points will they intersect?
On 3 points.
Harshal, if you could witness any historical event firsthand, what would it be?
I would say the Quit India movement. As we know, India is now the majority public is the youth. In Quit India movement, we witness how India unified, especially the youth. This was a very special moment in India's history, where youth led the nationalist movement. I think that we need that spirit today in India. There's a lot of things that differentiate us, such as religion, caste, etc. And many politicians use this to get their votes up.
Okay, you had political science also.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what are the main principles of liberalism, conservatism, and socialism?
Socialism, I know the principles of socialism are not of the other two. Socialism, in this, there is no private property. Everyone owns property together. Furthermore, the necessities are subsidized by the government, so everyone can maintain a similar lifestyle.
Okay, draw the Venn diagram of travelers, train, and bus.
Travelers,
Train and bus.
and traveler are people.
Travelers. The one who travels.
Okay.
Name any 3 monuments in Delhi.
Qutub Minar, Red Fort, and India Gate.
Okay, what is the length of Qutub Minar?
71.8 meters.
Okay, Qutub Minar is of how many stories?
5 stories.
What was the first English newspaper in Delhi?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't know that.
Okay, Harshal, I want you to speak on the topic. Fitness does not require regular maintenance.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a minute to do that.
Sure.
May I start?
Sure.
As a person who does not use performance enhancing drugs, after a tough workout, I think that we need to give our body time to recover. From many studies, we have seen that even working out once a week can be sufficient to build muscle. But of course, being healthy has nothing to do with large muscles. I think when people think of fitness, they often picture an image of someone who lifts a lot of weights or someone who goes to bodybuilding competition. But in fact, we know that these people are the most unhealthy in the world. But I think what is in your blood is more important. It is not necessary that you work 6 days a week, but it is more important that your things like your cholesterol, sugar level, vitamin D are according to the sufficient level. Furthermore, I think the most important thing here is your diet. If you eat within the maintenance calories and eat healthy food and a balanced diet, you should remain healthy for a long time.
Okay, Harshal, who is the smartest person you know personally?
I should say my father.
Okay, why?
Ma'am, there are many times that I have gone to him for advice, even though he has been wrong literally once or twice, but I'm always able to learn something from him.
Okay, Harshal, what do you think is better, being perfect and delivering late, or being good but delivering on time?
Ma'am, I think delivering on time, as there's a famous quote, time is money, and I've personally faced many problems trying to be a perfectionist, but I've come to realize that it is better that you do something on time and deliver it as is than being late.
Okay, Harshal, we are done with your interview. Do you have any questions to ask?
Ma'am, as you can see from my CV that I've written a research paper. I am planning to write at least 4 more research papers before I start working. So are there any research opportunities for students in IIM Indore?